Hiya girls, we are Barney and Lukey and we are the hot young visionaries behind Truffle Pig Wigs.
And this is Cliffhangers, the unofficial, unrequested and unhinged RuPaul's Drag Race recap show.
The views and opinions expressed on Cliffhangers are from a couple of women who just love drag and have zero real business judging it. If you are not a fan of red-hot acidic critique, turn back now.
Lord knows I wish I could quit him. It's Barney!
Oh! And it is giving power bottom behaviour with top shelf taste. It's Lukey Luck.
Well, that's my name. Please do not wear it
Do
out.
not wear it out. How you doing, Lukes?
I'm doing all right. We had a little 2-week break. That was nice,
Yeah,
isn't
we
it?
did.
Coming back in, I got some news for the gals.
Tell the girls the news.
We have seen the lineup for USA versus the World. It's just been announced. So let me tell you.
I actually haven't seen this.
I sent it to you and Maggie.
Oh, okay, nice.
Manila.
Yeah.
Back again.
Meh.
Tatiana.
Yes.
Vanessa Avanji Mateo.
Yes.
Maddie Morphosis.
Question mark.
That's our American girls. From the UK, we've got recent honeys, Dakota Schiffer and Sminty Drop.
Yes, good.
Yeah. From Down Under, we have Hanaconda and Queen Kong, also from the most recent. And we have gorgeous Marina Summers from the Philippines and Miss Fiercelicious from Canada.
Love.
The hot honeys are in session.
Really? So many hot honeys.
What do you think about the girls, in this case, all of the UK and Down Under girls, literally coming straight from their season into shooting that with no time to really be
prepared? Or
just like developing their drag, because that's what we like about All Stars. People come back and you're like, oh, glow up, or like, oh, you've like changed a bit. This is literally going to be like, and the same again.
I would be back to back just wearing the same outfits just at the chance that I might earn some money back. That's why I would do it.
Well,
I'd be
if
like,
you left early, all those other outfits are going to have to be because they take pictures of them all now, so you can't even
yeah, that's quite
them.
annoying, isn't it? But I would be like, I can actually make some fucking money here. That's what I would 100% straight away as soon as they asked me.
Well, Vanity's already been making money. I'm going to talk about the first 2 episodes of Canada at the end. I
also, as well, have been deep in hibernation in the sunny depths of Oxford. So I actually haven't seen any Dragula. I haven't seen any Canada versus the World. I haven't seen any of it. This is so exciting.
Have you seen that American Horror Story New York has started?
I haven't.
Me and Buddha have been
got
watching
the hot honey Isaac Powell in.
It's got fucking what's his name? Like British lead actor Russell
Tovey.
Yeah,
in with the ears.
Yeah, he's like the lead character, like big gay.
He's like a gay golden honey, and I just don't get it. He literally looks like a pug dog. Like he's.
I mean, I think
people love
quite
him.
Good for this. But it started off a bit slow, to be honest, but it's kind of picking up now. There seems like there's 2 different
sort of like a pandemic.
Murderers, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's basically all around the leather daddy clubs in New York.
Hello. Is it set at the Eagle?
No, it hasn't said the name of a thing.
Love. Okay, love this. I'm quite excited for that. And also it's got Isaac Powell, who is very fucking fit, who was Kaya Gerber's boyfriend that was pregnant. Who's a...
Yeah, I don't like him.
You don't? Why not?
I don't know. He just...
Not Charlie Carver?
No, he just has a very heavy features and he's really smarmy.
Well, yeah.
So
that's the character, girlie.
It's not for me.
Okay. Lukey, if you were stung by 468 tarantula hawk wasps and your throat was so tightly swollen that you lost the freedom to speak and you could only pick one song to tell your audience how your week has been, what would it be?
Well, I've actually got 2 because it's been 2 weeks.
Okay.
So last week it would be Over and Over by Hot Chip.
Love.
Because I literally felt like I was a monkey with a miniature cymbal just doing... Someone ordered 9 identical mullets from us.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get all my backcombing done in this 1 week so I could move on with my schedule. And it was just a fucking nightmare because... Yeah, they were the same colour, but they were 3 different styles. So I had to reset them all and then curl them so they'd all be the exact same curl pattern and then backcomb them. And I felt like I was going to die in that room. And then last week it would probably be Same Old Brand New You by A1 because I've had a hair makeover.
Oh, hasn't she? It is a lovely... How would we describe it?
Rubies. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we kept my roots
like
in.
A deep
So I've got
garnet.
Lovely,
What's garnet?
Garnet's like a dark
red.
ruby.
Yeah.
It's giving, like wig. Me and Tom are very into it. The dark roots.
I was going to say that earlier. It's lovely that it's like the darkness around your face. And do you know what? That really helps with the brows as well.
Well, maybe. Well, so that's my fortnight summed up in a couple of ditties.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll throw the question back at you.
Mine would be It's Not Over Yet by the Klaxons, another fucking timeless 2000s banger. Because I'm so nearly at the end of term and I'm so nearly back to London.
I can't believe how short terms are. Like, people at school, you really
12 weeks.
swindling everyone.
Yeah.
And then how long is your Christmas break?
I've got 4 weeks off for Christmas,
Mental. A month.
which is mental. But the reason is that you have so much time off is because there's so much work to do over the holidays, and they're essentially looking at it as like self-led.
coursework
Yeah, like self-led. You know, like how you go into what do they call it when you do your GCSEs? A revision, your revision timetable. It's basically like that. There's I'll show you when
I don't care that
there's
much.
so much mental amount of work. But also, I need to pie it up. It's Christmas, you know, and work.
And you've got to do those 9 mullets.
Yeah, I got more than them fucking 9 mullets to do. Anyway, should we talk some drags?
Let's do that.
Previously on RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
God, this seems a million years ago.
Yeah,
There was
truly.
the general erection roast.
Oh my God.
All the old girlies came back. Danny, predictably, and Jombers, not so predictably, absolutely killed it. Black Pepper and Pixie were the most undercooked at the roast and fought for their lives. Sadly, Pixie Polite was pipped at the post and told to pop off.
That was nice.
Thank you. I loved all the montage they did of all the eliminated queens, like the Ghost of Christmas Past, like just mere memories of someo's cackle. And some of those looks looked like they were from like 3 seasons ago, so long ago.
I absolutely love this hellish dystopian soundscape montage. Just like sort of like the giggles, the laughter, the cry, the tears. Oh, it was like a telenovela.
See.
I can never remember with the Espanol where the L's go. Do you go telenovela?
If it's a double L, it's a Y.
Telenovela. Also, let's start as we mean to go on, starting this episode with the splashy lisp of our beloved Just May. Soon as she came in with that, hello, Gelf. I was like, yes.
Really missed you.
This hellish soundscape was also like a catalogue for our wigs. It was just like, wig, Truffle Pig Wig, Truffle Pig Wig.
Was
Just,
it?
Yeah. It like, sort of within a 10-second thing, it had like 5 of us.
Truffle Pig on the runway. Did you notice Danny using my go-to line? Now, I'm no Carol Vorderman.
I did. It's a classic piece of scripture, honey.
Yeah, fantastic. Yes, loved it. Question: when
The joke is, sorry, can I just say, you kind of are a bit of a Carol Vorderman. You are actually very good with numbers.
I'm okay.
Yeah. I mean,
did
but Carol
good for
Vorderman
being
is
in
only
the,
okay.
The bottom class.
She's got an earpiece. Like, the bitch ain't working it out
How
ad
dare
hoc.
you.
You think she's just al fresco there, just totting up the numbers?
Yeah, she's not a looker. She's got to have a brain. They don't get her on for that, do
I
they?
believe Ms. Vorderman was, she was a solid 7 back in the day. She's got a pair of legs on her, hasn't
She
she?
was an 86,
She's no Nadine
let's be
Coyle,
real.
but
When Jombers was just in like the bodysuit of the punk outfit, I was so confused about just the whole ensemble.
not even when it was coming down the runway.
Well, that I thought it was something different. I thought it was just like dress over a thing, but then it seemed to have like layers in the undersuit. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
confusing.
Please excuse if there's a soft rumbling in the background. Someone in our studio is using an overlocker, I believe. And it is rumbling away. Also, sent home a quarter of the cast. That's quite a shout, to be honest.
Yeah.
A quarter of the cast.
I don't think her I'm no Carol Vorderman, but I don't think the way she worked it out made any sense. But
No.
it did make that she has worked out a quarter.
Yeah. Is it a brand new Donkey Day in the workroom?
I think it probably is.
It's a brand new donkey day in the workroom.
And they are serving evening wear cunt.
I love these fashions. It's like the gay clique at the sixth form formal, like bitches, we got to show up and show out, put that body glitter on and the coloured mascara. They all just looked so funny and so gay.
It cracked me up when Danny said the cheddar suit was like from a joke shop because
Yeah.
that was real a nasty piece of work.
It's very
wasn't
sort of like Oxford streetwear. Like it's hanging up next to the suits that's covered in emojis.
yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
those festy suits.
Yeah, 100%. That people wear to festivals, and it's like, babe, like you're in a suit at a festival. No matter how funny you think this is, it's still a motherfucking suit. Like, what a stupid thing to wear. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, couldn't be me. I'm obsessed with Black Pepper's confidence that she has that one lowly badge that didn't she get from a group challenge?
No.
Oh no, because she was in the losing group. And she was
Yeah.
pissed. She's got that one lowly badge, and she is like, I deserve to win wholeheartedly.
Hang on, what did she win her badge for?
That's the shit I do like. Unbridled confidence with nothing to back it up.
Well, she's a star.
She is a star. She's an icon and star. I would be absolutely so happy if she won. It wouldn't make any sense, but I'd be so happy.
Well, I mean, she got more right to be there than Jumbers if we're talking about badges.
Well, I mean, if I scroll down to my notes from later on, it says she's here and she's got no badges.
Yeah,
That
there's
is-
no
to
way.
get into a final.
Yeah.
Insania. And then we have Lady RuPaul enter, and they tell us that it's going to be a mashup, a Glee-style mashup of all of RuPaul's songs, because if there's one thing that they haven't tried yet is making them sing RuPaul songs over and over again. Like, never before in a TV show have they just recycled the same 6 songs.
How dare you? We've not had a mega mix before.
And if there's one thing that LG loves, it's a bloody mega mix.
100%. What one would you want?
Can you just remind me of them?
It's Kitty Girl, The Realness, Sissy That Walk, and Call Me Mother.
I think I'd rather just jump in a bath with a toaster. I really wouldn't. I don't know what I'd want, to be honest. Can you tell me what you'd want? And then...
I would want either The Realness or Kitty Girl.
Why the
because
realness? What would you be doing?
The Realness is just a bit more slow, and kind of like how Cheddar was, you can be just a lot more kind of like theatrical with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Kitty
Real is
Girl's
what
like
you feel.
super cute, and I wouldn't want Call Me Mother or Sister. I wouldn't want anything fast. I just want ones you can ham up.
I think maybe I'd want the realness then, because then you could be given a sort of a bit of Linda
Yeah.
in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I probably the realness then. And then I guess we head in. The groups get split up. No. Yeah.
Yeah, they break off writing their lyrics, but I didn't really have anything to say about that.
I didn't either. Should we go straight to the Tic Tac lunch?
Let's do it.
Our absolute favourite historic event of these finales that they still have not got rid of. Like, why
They
call
could
it?
have got like a 60-year contract with Tic Tac.
Why not just call it something else? Like, why not go back to like being like this? We're doing an interview. We
Yeah,
interview
because
them.
they've changed like She-Mail, and they've
Yeah, yeah,
changed
yeah.
May the Best Woman Win. Like, you can change it.
Yeah. Oh,
I just-
go on.
Yeah, this, I'm sure what you're going to say, this fucking story about Danny's face getting sliced up.
I felt sick.
I hope that little fucking shit has been mauled by a dog. Actually, it doesn't matter, because I'm sure they're having like some piece of shit life and really hating themselves seeing Danny do so well.
Just know, if we ever fucking come, where does Danny? Is she Liverpool? She lives in Manchester, doesn't she?
Yes.
Wherever down Mank and we see you, it's fucking on.
Well, she's not, no, because it would have been where Danny's
in Liverpool.
from. Yeah.
Okay, if we're down the pool and we see you, it's motherfucking on. These hands rated E for everyone.
This
Anyone that went to that
liver-bird's
school,
gonna shit all over you.
anyone that went to that school is fucking on and popping. I could tell that Danny was going to win by how much RuPaul was howling. It was like, if you can make RuPaul laugh that much, then
And
she loves
also,
you.
then you have the laugh, but then
Spoiler.
at the end, she throws in just like some really just like sincere words
Yeah.
of how much it means to her. It's like, yeah, you
You got
fucking
it.
won.
I just couldn't get over how smooth and matte Danny's face was as well. I want to tongue Danny beard and a
Where?
French kiss. Just like, I'd like to lick all over the face first of all, but like I want to tongue.
Can you tell I've got that Friday end of term fever
Yeah, I
with the
can, I can.
soundboard?
End of term, end of year, end of life, hopefully.
End of days.
John Bursblom, what do you think? I thought they were very earnest.
I actually have written not one comment on Jumbers' interview. I guess it didn't strike me in any way.
I thought they were very earnest. What about Peps?
I would just, for me, with Pepper, I just really hope, well,
What do you hope?
you'll see, it will turn around. But I hope that if there's any people that are living in countries where it's so difficult to be queer, that they are going to see how well Pepper has turned her life around, and she'll just be this like inspirational icon for people
Baby.
to change their life.
CEO of resilience and inner strength. Like, to be like, I am gay, and they're like, that is not accepted by us. And you're like, I am
See
on
ya.
a plane within 6 hours. Yeah, like, that's absolutely fucking insane. And then to also as well, like, I'm sure she's carrying a lot of heaviness about it. Like,
For
it's obviously
real.
it's a very difficult and awful situation. But for her to just be like, I moved, I came to London, I found a family, now I am a global superstar. The end.
Come at me.
Yeah, very. I thought she had a really good angle for this whole interview. She wasn't giving too much. She was giving enough sort of trauma porn for them to lap
But without
up.
it reading like, and cue the sob story.
Yeah, but also she was just like, I am also an icon.
Yeah.
I'm actually fucking sick. And they're like, yes, you are. I love when people tell, rather than let them lead the conversation and be like, oh my God, we think this about you, we think this about you. When you just sit down and you're like, I am a star. You are also a star. Real recognises real. Do you know what I mean? Into it.
If Michelle is white salt,
Yeah.
what would you be?
I would be like sweet cinnamon.
Why?
Just because I've got heat, but I'm sweet in the centre. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And I'm also very festive.
Nice, yeah.
And that branches out to Halloween as well, you know? What would you be?
I would be pesto because...
Everyone's favourite seasoning. But I mean, it kind of is a seasoning. You can put it on
that's just
anything.
what it's a flavour, isn't it? And
Yeah.
it's very aromatic and green, which is also very ganja weed, which is
But also very,
part of
very
me.
thinking about the planet all the time as well.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah. And a lovely stark contrast to my hair
Yeah.
also.
No, into it. I kind of think you nailed that one.
Thank you.
Let's head into the dance rehearsal.
Anything to say about Cheddar Gorgeous's interview?
Love her.
My only comment was, how many truffles would you give in the soup?
Do you know what? For me personally, a bald dolphin in a suit is not my favourite look,
No.
if I'm honest. Like, if you're completely bald and you have such a pointy, such a sharp features, a suit is a very strange direction to take it. That's just IMO.
Well,
Not coming for Dr. Gorge.
It's literally RuPaul's other half of the
I think
brand.
that's why it's so jarring, Lucy.
It was very, actually, thinking about it, the way that she stoned the blood was very similar to Bimini's
Indeed.
bejeweled pustulous
Yeah.
globules.
Yeah. The zits were stoned. Let's head into dance rehearsal and let's talk for a motherfucking moment
Claudemar.
about my good girl, Miss Claudemar. I would die for this woman. I love her.
I love that, like, she's not really, really hard. Like, when Danny's been like, do you know what? I wasn't doing any of that. It's not just like, do you know what? You're on TV and this is an opportunity. It's like, do you know what? You're in the top final. Like, let's just have fun. I can't be
Like,
bothered
you're going to
to
make money anyway.
roll you up too much.
Not-
Love to see the boy dancers. Love
Not
to,
like the little poison twink. What do we, the guy that we love?
the one I love and the one that our friend
Yanis-
Boop banged.
Yanis Marshall.
Yeah.
And also, I know that every time we mention that we're like, that our friend had sex with, he is sitting at home listening to this podcast. Cackling away, isn't he? Just love to see Miss Claude go on her art director shit.
Do you know her? Oh,
She was in my class at Edong.
well, tell them then.
Oh! Okay, so Claudemar was in my year at Edong. I absolutely fucking love her. She's come off being... She worked loads of different gigs, but then became one of the Little Mix dancers and was with Little Mix for like, I don't know, like 7 years or something. Just like forever, just on tour, because obviously they just do so much shit.
I wonder if Jade got him the job because, you know, her link to the drag
Maybe.
world.
I think that's a really good point. But did some is a choreographer, but also like a sick dancer, has always been amazing. And yeah, it's just been like amassed the most insane social media following off the back of being on Little Mix, because you know, like, obviously, like the Little Mix fans are just like the most terrifying global unit of.
I do not actually.
Oh,
what are they
the
called?
Mixers.
I was going to say
The Mixers, yeah. And he's just absolutely fantastic and just one of the sweetest, nicest guys in the world. So go and add Miss Claudemar Neto on. I saw they spelt his name wrong in the credits though, which is a fucking par. But I thought Danny was much better than I thought, and then maybe she thought.
Yeah, I feel like they did well to kind of hide how smooth it was in the final thing. They wanted us to be a little bit worried. But yeah, I think it's just because as soon as Danny's like, oh God, dance, you're like, oh shit, but she's a fucking pro. She can do anything.
And also as well, like when you have like a powerful what's the word just like the presence, when you have a really strong powerful presence, sometimes it doesn't really matter how much you can dance, because if you can command space, which Danny does so much, like, she's so like, she presents everything that she does. It's like, as long as you're given sort of like some arm, it doesn't really fucking matter what you're doing with the dance. You know what I mean? Dancing is good for people that can't command space very well. But love her. Anything else to say about the divas in the dance rehearsal?
I thought Black Pepper was effortless, just
effervescent.
Yeah. At one point, I was, because she came up first. I was like, oh my God, they've got these dancers to be like, kind of like in sync with her. And I thought everyone's going to get different dancers that were kind of like their characters, but they didn't. But that's fine.
I follow one of the dancers. I don't know what their name is, but I follow one of the dancers on TikTok, and he always pops up. And then he popped up on my TV screen.
Oh, lovely.
And I thought, oh, what a cute little Fagatini. What a lovely little moment.
I was very into Cheddar's choreo. I would that sort of doubled down on the realness for me. Just kind of like, oh.
I'd like to see you sort of luxuriating on the boys.
Yeah,
Maybe they pick you up in box splits and you're screaming saying, I can't do it. In the show, does it.
Yeah. Not even warm up. And my last note on the rehearsal is how primary school secret sports day jombers looked in that white vest and blue shorts.
Yeah,
where they're just like, oh, we're just going to do PE now, so just in your pants and socks.
I have a very, very vivid memory. I must have been in maybe year 1 or 2 that I was in a rush for school and I put on my brother's pants and and my brother's pants, he was 4 years older than me, and they were green and they had a Donald Duck elastic on them. But I had them underneath my trousers and they were like way too big for me. But then when we got to school, she was like, it's PE today. Get in your pants. And then I had to go up to the teacher and be like, my pants are going to fall down. They're too big for me. And she was like, why are your pants so big? And I was like, I'm wearing my brother's pants. And I was like, I just love Donald Duck. And I just grabbed them. And I had to do the whole thing with like 2 elastic bands either side. And she really saved me that day. So I can't remember what your name was. Maybe Miss Cotton, I see you. And thanks for being an ally.
Well, I see your Donald Duck and I raised you. When I was young, so yeah, this was primary school as well. I don't know what age. But there was a time when my mum went through a period of not wearing knickers.
Love.
So I was like, I'm going to not wear knickers as well.
Innit?
And then what did they do? Throw a PE at us. I had to be like, I cannot strip down to my vest.
Did you have a skirt on at this point?
Probably trousers. I didn't really wear skirts.
Oh, okay.
So
how young were you at this point?
I don't know, between like 4 and 10 or something.
What a fucking diva. Like giving them the fucking basic instinct on at school.
So I had to be like, I can't do PE because I'm not wearing any knickers.
Yeah.
And then
they were like, wear this plastic bag.
Yeah, they're kind of like, why are you not wearing knickers? Because my sexy mum is setting precedents for me to go.
Yeah.
Come on,
you're going to have to take it up with the queen of femininity, Miss Sophie Leward, who is just going full fucking BV puss on everything she owns. Shout out Sophie Leward.
You love to give everyone's government names.
Oh,
Barney,
sorry.
James, Evans,
Barney,
Doran.
James.
It's like Joel. Let's have an advert.
Let's have a motherfucking advert.
Let me tell you something, you ugly bitch.
Hey, Luke, let me tell you something.
Tell me.
Buckle up, my brothers and sisters in Christ. They think that they have just found Cleopatra's tomb, which...
Coming at you.
Truly. The time period between the building of the pyramids and Cleopatra being queen is 2,491 years. So Cleopatra was queen closer to the invention of the iPhone than the building of the pyramids. They started looking for her tomb 40 years before Jesus was born.
That's crazy. I can't even really.
What is history and what is timeline?
Mind around this.
I can't believe that Cleopatra was before Jesus.
How long did the Egyptian
reign?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, like 3,000 nights over Egypt. Like 3,000 years, I guess. Like, that isn't that mental?
That is mental.
So they were reigning like longer than.
But is it a reign like a civilization?
Yeah. But like when you think of like ancient Egypt, wouldn't you be like Tutankhamun, Cleopatra?
The heavy hitters.
Yeah. Never Teddy. Isn't that fucking mental?
Yeah.
That really blew my teeny,
well, she was
tiny
in a film
little brain.
In the 50s. I believe,
yeah, she was, and she was very transracial at the point as well. Like,
but isn't she Greek anyway?
She is, but do you know who isn't Greek? Elizabeth Taylor.
No,
not even close. But do you know what she was? A very early pioneer for the gays. Elizabeth Taylor. There's a very famous interview of her with Whoopi Goldberg where she's like, and it's during the AIDS crisis, and she's like, if we didn't support gay people in Hollywood, she was like, Hollywood would have to close down. She was like, because whether they want to admit it or not, she was like, Hollywood is full of the gays. She's like, I ain't pointing any fingers, James Dean, Marlon Brando. And then she went through the whole list. Let's talk the drags.
It's Coronation Day.
It is. I'm going to say it again. The fact that Jumpers is in the final with no badges is insane, and I love it for her. Like, congrats. Has that ever happened before?
I don't know.
Wow.
I wasn't up on my stats
She's a
this week,
groundbreaker.
unfortunately.
Congratulations to her.
All this bloody chit chat though when they get ready. I wish we had just seen in the recording studio instead.
Yeah.
It's just all a bit like pilled up cuddle puddle for me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, at the end of Love Island, they just have to wear those gross long dresses and have those cringe dinners and you just checked out. It's like...
And some of them have been together for like 2 weeks and they're like, you have changed my life.
Yeah, it's like, it's all too nice now. Like, if you're not going to show me... I don't want to see people just patting each other on the back. That, to me, that's boring.
Segue. Oh, when I was wigging yesterday, I was watching Life After Love Island. Have you seen it?
Oh, Davide and Ekin-Su. I haven't. Yeah.
No, it's not
Oh.
them. It's about how Love Island changes your life, basically, and it's got like people that have done incredibly successfully out of it and people that haven't.
Look at you, Zara McDermott.
Yeah, Zara McDermott, Katie. No, you're talking about Katie McDermott.
No, Zara,
What's her name? Oh, the one that was with that gross guy from Made in Chelsea.
the one who's always doing documentaries.
She's done absolutely fantastically. But also, do you remember Katie?
Yeah.
She's also...
Hate Katie.
I know. She won't get off
Little
my
rat.
TikTok. Every single time, I'm like, not interested. And she's popping up with her millions of views. It's like, baby, I don't need to see you in a Boo Avenue two-piece. Like, get off my fucking timeline.
The fact that you liked Scott so much tells me you are not a woman of
Class, integrity, taste, and NRG. Shout out to Iona, who knows exactly what I'm talking about there.
What I have been watching? I've been watching Australian Love Island and American Married at First Sight at the moment.
You just cannot keep you off the reality
I
TV.
know.
And do you know what? If
Franchise.
if any TV producers are out there, you should not be keeping Lukey off reality TV because they would be the best contestant that's ever been on TV.
I need to finish my Circle application. I've started
Oh my
it like
God.
a few times. I'd love to be on the Circle. I watched the newest American Circle as well, and they had Emma and Mel B come in together to like catfish people, and then they won them an extra like 50k for the prize pool.
Oh, Mel B has just come out as well saying that James Corden is the biggest dickhead celebrity that she's ever met.
Good.
And it's like Mel B / Mel G, like we just get each other. She is a fucking woman of the people. She is the people's princess.
Have you heard her autobiography on the...
No, on Celebrity Memoir Book Club.
Yeah.
Is it fantastic?
It's not that great. Actually, we are really segueing all over the show. I listened to Yolanda Hadid's.
Yeah, thoughts? What a
What?
troubled woman.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's like when the man keeps talking, like when she's speaking to that new age man at the end, and how she now like decides that the best vaccine for her is made up of her own vaginal waste, piss, blood, spit,
Yeah.
and she has to like make all of these things and then put them and inject them into herself.
I am no doctor, but
I'm no Dr. Phil.
I'm no Dr. Cheddar Gorgeous, but if I was going to make a vaccine, I probably wouldn't use my own waste product. It's like the Q's in the name.
Yeah.
Waste products. Like,
Mad.
probably not. Also, love that Yolanda Hadid is still just bravely on her farm in Amsterdam fighting off the rumours that was where Ghislaine Maxwell went.
Oh, lovely.
Do you remember? Everyone was like, we can't find Ghislaine. They're with Yolanda Hadid. It was like, what is going on? Love it. Let's head to the main stage. This outfit on RuPaul, absolute insania. Lots of bells and whistles.
Serving Monsters Inc.
Yeah, there was just a lot going on. I'm sort of straddling the fence of whether I thought it was nice or the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't
It's just
actually
nice
know
to
to
see
this
something
day.
a bit different, at least,
Yeah.
rather than just a sequence hold all.
Yeah.
Sure.
Michelle Visage in her Erica Jane Takes Berlin Dominatrix glam. That reference might be wasted on you, but I know that the Facatinis that are listening to it are finger snapping and tail wagging.
Oh, they've never reacted like that to anything you've said.
But she's also the missing boule triplet in that sort of PVC and high snatch pony with
She's giving me
fringe
like
roll.
S&M head teacher. I mean, when I said
Head
the funny-
teacher? Question mark.
Head teacher.
Oh,
I said
the
finally
head
this
doctor.
TikTok the other day, and it's this man doing an impression of what's her name, like Dragmorda.
Dragon Ball is so good, isn't it?
Hello, hello. I can't do it.
I'll
but
put it on the fucking
I'll have
pod.
to try and find it. Yeah.
I just love when all the boys are together. When they get with them gays to get a lot of gay energy in the room.
energy.
Yeah.
And yeah, finally, Alan and Graham in printed blazers for the
They
finale.
do. What the Iron Fist grip? See what I did there?
They're good.
Oh, the blazer has on the gay men.
And it's like, I won't just wear a plain one because I got to let you know I'm a fashionista.
Yeah, it's like,
I've
this is
gotta
reversible
have-
sequins with love is love written on the
Bordello
back.
print.
Oh, not Bordello. It's just a soft velvet damask. Let's talk the UK Grand Final Mega Mix.
Let's do it. Oh, I was so glad all the girls came back for this, giving us even more looks, even more sass, especially Just May. Do you see that extra cheeky wink, a bit of screen time she took coming out?
I did. Who was the voice at the beginning of the song?
I don't know. Was there
Just
a voice?
Miscellaneous gayman.
What was it saying?
I can't remember. It's like, listen up, honey. You know, that your usual.
Lock the doors.
Yeah, very, very that. I'm sorry, B Peps, a motherfucking star in Simon Preen.
What was that?
Yeah.
Very nice. Love that mullet, like
Lucky's a Simon Preen girl.
over the golden robot head thing.
Black Pepper has consecutively had quite fantastic wigs the whole way through, all courtesy of vodka.
Vodka's absolutely killing it.
Yeah, always.
I thought she had great lyrics as well. I loved that like walk to the back she did, and it was giving real like Tina Turner stagemanship.
I can't wait to see what her performances are like when she leaves. I feel like they're going to be absolutely fantastic. Cheds.
Well, before we get Cheddar, can I just say
You can say anything.
I am obsessed with these 2000s like J-Lo, NSYNC like dance breaks that they were giving them. Like,
Yeah.
bow, 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 bow.
That's the mental cool stylings of Miss Claudia Marnetto. Yeah.
Always wanted to be in a dance break. I would never have the.
You feel like you're part of the Rhythm Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got the physical staccato. I don't know if that's how we're calling it. Cheddar Gorgeous. Now, see, she's given a David Bowie reference, but this is probably one of my least favourite of her looks.
The movement was very stylized for her, though. I thought it was good. She's a woman that looks good in sort of soft, languid motion. And I thought that was good for her. The body was working overtime.
Very into those body rolls.
Yeah.
I just felt like maybe she didn't have her usual confidence in this performance. I guess maybe because she's sort of concentrating on too many things, but obviously
A lot of plate
still
spinning.
great. Yeah.
Did you like Jumper's little cute trans flag ode through the costume?
You know, like Danny.
I thought Jumpers was before Danny. All I wrote for Danny was iconic.
I didn't think I was obsessed with the hair.
Yeah.
Really enjoying the outfit as well. I thought Danny was perfect for this song, and I was obsessed. Really put some stank on it as well.
She was just fantastic. That was winner shit.
I want that.
I really hope she
what was
wins.
that hair? Because it looked like a half ponytail, but then I don't understand how you get such width so like at that angle. Like,
Yeah.
that was just like a
Yeah, it was quite fantastic.
face
wasn't
framing curl.
it? Maybe like caged.
Maybe
Just a big bag of something out back. It was very gorgeous. And then Jumpers had a cute little trans flag.
Yeah, I would
outfit.
love to try on that bodysuit,
I would
please.
like to
Thank
see
you
you in it as
very
well.
much. With the built-in boots. She was giving me a little bit of pheromone in All Stars with the dance moves.
Yeah.
Love.
It's crazy, right?
right?
Never had someone who'd love me, right?
But yeah, that was cute. And then I just love the whole gang coming together for the choreo at the end. Starlet still looking like she has the absolute stench of feces under her nose, refusing to give any sense of
Really,
energy.
like she ever wanted to be there. Also, how did you pack that skirt? She must have made it there. Like, how?
that she was wearing something different for this.
But when that blue skirt, the
The
blue dress that she came out in, the Cinderella, like,
runway,
how did you pack it? Tulle does not fold down that easily.
It kind of, you know, like how like
Vacuum
my
pads.
tent, like you roll, if it's all on like a wire, maybe you can kind of like roll it round and it sort of closes in on itself.
Sort of like one of them lovely toilet roll covers, the girls with the skirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Grand finale extravaganza.
Let's
Should we
talk
get
grand
into
finale
it?
extravaganza. First up, we have Black Pepper.
Her face looked so gorgeous. There was always something a bit starlet about it. I think it was the like super vertical wing that we haven't really seen from her as much. I thought, she looked gorgeous. I saw there was like a similar look to this that Namilia did that was kind of like a deconstructed biker gown. I thought very cool. I thought
It's different. It's unusual. It is not.
I gave it 8 truffles.
I gave it 8 truffles as well. I just thought it was a very smart look for her, very modern and very gorgeous, not going down a boring finale extravaganza look. Congrats. Dr. Cheddar.
Obsessed with these fingers.
Oh.
Very our guy Evan in American Horror Story freak show when he's the lobster boy.
Yeah.
But now with rhinestones.
Love.
So what's
Now
not to-
available with
yeah.
rhinestones.
Very into the nose thing she was wearing
Yeah.
as well. It reminds me of
Made by her.
really.
Yeah, she made the headpiece and all of the facial adornments.
It reminded me of when we dressed as old people
Yeah.
at festival, and I had like a breathing apparatus thing up my nostril. It was really sore.
Very difficult to take drugs with as well.
Yeah, really got covered in snot.
Yeah. I thought this was absolutely heaven. And I thought this was this is a bit of basic thing to say, but it was quite hungry adjacent.
Sure.
This is inspired by H.R. Geiger, who is a Swiss pioneer of airbrushed biomech creatures. And I know how much you love biomech as a lifestyle and as an industry.
I saw, maybe it was this or maybe another week, I'm sure it was this week, she talks about some illustrator
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
H.R. Geiger.
Oh, sure, yeah, because I looked at some of his pictures
Yeah.
and I can really see the
Yeah.
influence.
So biomech is biology / mechanical. Basically, when you see them tattoos that are like someone's body's ripped open and underneath is the pulsing machine.
The gears.
Yeah, the gears, the cogs.
That's why it kind of threw me off then, because I wouldn't consider his drawings that same biomech style.
Well, they're biomech creatures.
Sure.
So they're a mixture of sort of mechanics and then
Because
like,
it was a lot more like
fantasy creatures.
refined artwork than
Yeah.
realism.
I gave this a 10. I thought it was
I gave
absolutely
it a 9.
fantastic. Next up, we have Miss D. Beard serving Golden Bird.
Golden Bird. I just thought that hair is so neat. I can't even bear it.
Even if she was wearing nothing else.
Yeah. Just if anyone asked us to do this, I would just laugh in their
I would
face.
never even pretend to.
Classic Danny, isn't it? It's giving you like a solid silhouette, not solid, like
Wow.
classic.
Built from the brick.
Classic silhouette with a touch of zhuzh.
Yeah.
I give this 8 truffles.
I gave this a 9. I thought this was just really fantastic and very refined. And it doesn't have to be, I don't think, for grand finale extravaganza, you don't have to be coming out in the most exquisite gown you've ever seen. Just something that is very you.
Yeah, like you at your absolute best representation of yourself.
Last up, we have Miss Jumba's Blonde, and I thought this was the most beautiful face that we've seen from her. I gasped. It was quite stunning, actually.
It's mad because like the last few episodes, I feel like her beauty has really stepped up. But then, like in the distance shot, but then in the close up, you're looking at the makeup and you're like, what? You've just got kind of like a brown eyeshadow and a brow. None of it is very like refined or sort of strategically done, but just from afar it all sort of blends out into beauty.
I think she I think that's all on purpose. I think she has worked. I think she knows what looks good from far back. As a drag queen, like, why are you, unless you're on Instagram, which she's not, she's a performer. She's always doing the pleasure brunches. She's always doing Sink the Pink. Like, she's always been a performer girl. So it's like, work out what looks good from far away, because have you ever done makeup and you're like up close in the mirror, you're like, this looks gorgeous. And then when people take photos of you, then
you
it's
can't
like,
see any of the detail.
and also like the block colour of it actually looks really nice from close up, but far away it's too heavy. It puts the shadows in the wrong place and stuff. She's got like the opposite. She's got like, I have worked out what looks fantastic from far away.
You're a TV girl now, honey.
Yeah, well, but I gave this an 8. I thought I loved the Scaparelli reference. I just thought it was but you know that thing that she was holding? It was a hat.
Why is
I
it
saw her
wearing
on Instagram. Maybe they were like, we can't see your face, you can't wear it.
too heavy. I mean, that's not really an issue because people come in and face cleaning.
Yeah, very weird. I don't know, maybe something broke or I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, she was just holding it as a sort of Bodicea-esque
Yeah, like you've got a
helmet.
some kind of Joan of Arc with a toffee penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this is clearly like a reference to something, but to my untrained eye, it's just like a bit of white material and some gold. It was a bit low key.
Sure. So Daniel, all of her looks throughout the runway have been very specific modern fashion references, like contemporary. We're talking in the past 2 years. And since Daniel Roseberry took over Scaparelli, he's done a lot of like really soft, feminine, like chiffon-y, soft looks. But then his like signature thing is really heavy gold jewelry and like gold like metal work that's in. Have you seen like the earrings and stuff, you know, like that the Violet and Miss Ali video? You know, all of that fucking crazy jewelry with the like huge
like
statement
the
jewelry.
sunglasses with
Yeah
the
and it's like
crown
they're
thing.
like they're like big wasps and huge. Like, they're like often like inanimate objects made fucking huge into jewelry. And it was kind of, I guess, a reference from that. And I did see who did it, but I can't remember. I felt like it might have been Jackie Potato, but maybe not. I feel like maybe she had a hand in it. Oh no, do you know who it was? It was Jazz Maz.
What?
Don't worry.
Just
Should we talk Zinger and Minger?
Let's bloody do it. Where's my button?
Does it brighten up your world? Is it a zinger? Does it make you want to hurt? Is it minger? Zingers and mingers.
What zinged for you in this finale episode?
Did you do everyone or just the top 4?
Just the top 4.
Good, because I did that and then I was like, fuck, have I got to now like go back and look through everyone's? Because
I can't even remember what the... I mean, you can do some honorary shout-outs, but I can't remember any of the...
Well, I've got like a little thing to say for each of the other queens' runway
lovely.
looks.
Okay.
So we can, if we remember. My zinger would be Danny's. Just
Absolutely.
Like
Obviously,
hair art.
that it was from Marco. It's one of Marco's signature styles. If you don't follow Marco's wigs, they are...
Even if you don't care about wigs, it's just like
Art.
someone's made this with their fucking hands.
And I believe, I've always thought that Marco was Milan, but I think actually Marco might be Berlin, which seems a bit off to me. Like that's... I'm going to look that up right now whilst I ask you, what is your Minger?
My Minger would have to be Jumbers. I can't actually remember what it was. It was just...
Lies. Marco is based in Milan, sorry.
Okay. I think maybe it was just a bit plain. And then Cheddar wasn't wearing a wig.
Okay. My Minger, in true finale style, I refuse to even critique slightly any of the top 4 girls because they're in the finale. My Minger was that fucking witness protection wig that Rue came down in. Like just that sort of like a weird updo that was a bit, the weight of it was off to one side a bit. And it was very stringy. It looked a bit sort of Whitney Houston in the Lavender Years. Do you know what I mean? It was not it.
You should also know that in true Drag Race style, we do not say one bad word about Miss Houston.
No, we're not saying a bad word about Miss Houston. What we're talking about is the nasty hairstylist that led her down the wrong garden path in when she needed the support the most.
I killed It's Not Right, But It's Okay last night. We went out for Maggie's birthday last night.
What else is new?
Tapas and karaoke.
Yeah, the girls.
Critiques.
Do you know what? I haven't really got much to say about the critiques. You talk.
All I really had to say was just... If you're going to go on Drag Race, girls, make sure
PSA.
that your old baby picture is wearing glasses because RuPaul was just obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like, Cheddar in some square 80s pedo glasses.
Yeah, looking like Jeffrey Dahmer, motherfucker.
Yeah. And then we moved to Untucked with the past winners.
What are we going to say? There is only one thing to say about this.
Crystal Versace.
Oh, my God. Listen, people said what they said about Crystal about whether she should have won or not, whatever. That conjecture is something to please leave me firmly
That's
out of.
old news now.
I ain't giving a shit. And also people have consecutively had a lot to say about her since she's left. But argue with your mother. Like that face, that was heaven. Her look, everything. She was in Jean-Baptiste. Jean-Baptiste hair, I believe. I haven't actually fact-checked that, but I can't believe that.
Another, again, like... artist wizard.
Yeah. Jean-Baptiste Santin. Santin? I don't know. Can't remember. But French, Parisian hair coiffeur to the gods and makes like actual... That's fucking art, isn't it? Like could be in a museum. And just the face as well. I love that she didn't go just sort of like classic... I mean, she can paint anything on that face, but she didn't go sort of like classic...
She's like evil
vamp
fucking
glam.
bitch queen.
Yeah.
That.
Heaven.
Do you feel like the Viv has gone through like a full personality rehash? Now she's like the kind of mother who's giving you tips and stuff. Like completely different person.
I fucking love the Vivienne though. Like every single thing I ever see her on, I feel like she is maybe the most. Yeah, no, 100% the most. I think she's the most perfect winner that we've had.
Until now.
Until Danny Beard. But imagine them two as a twosome.
On All Stars winners.
Loved her on the Winners. And also just when I see her on things, like she's so funny and her like comedy is so natural. It has so much ease to it. But also she is really nice as well. Like she is like a good, she seems like a really nice girl.
Although I was a bit surprised by her look because after seeing like the shit she was putting out for
Yeah.
winners, this seemed a bit of a step back.
Bit low key, but then I also think as well, like, I personally, if I was a winner and I was coming on to chat, I wouldn't be going like full ham on them.
You've got her. You're like, especially how she's the first winner. She needs to come like, bitch, remember.
But like, I wouldn't be coming like Aquaria, Violet in the finale, like, remember me, this is why I won. Because that's kind of Crystal's gig. Crystal's the one handing over the crown. It's like, you're kind of just there being like, I am an icon now.
No,
Like,
legacy. Remember my name.
Especially Viv, because she's gone over to America.
She's actually won some cash. Cheddar kept skirting around the fact that she wants to stick the sceptre up her arse, and that was just making me think of, imagine having to clean the shit from all the little gaps between all of the crystals.
Also, imagine as all your fissures tug on it as you try to pull it out.
What's a
Just like
fissure?
an
Fisher
anal
price.
fissure. Just like sort of like your, what are the things that hang out as well?
Prolapse.
No, like the little, the blood veins that come out. Piles. Imagine all your little piles and all the bits of, just little bits as you pull the sceptre out, just catching your little puckered Samantha
Like
Janus.
exfoliating tube.
Yeah. And why would, when you're thinking of cleaning it, would it be someone else that has to clean it, or them? Or is it you?
You hire someone in.
Yeah. In an ideal world, no one. We just fucking bleach bath it and hope for the best.
Do you have any truffles for the previous winners?
I would give Lviv 8. I thought tonal, cute, all red. It's giving royalty. It's giving, her face looks absolutely gorgeous. The way she paints, heaven. Lawrence Chaney's is a bit of a question mark for me. I don't really. She still paints. You know, often the girls, they take 2 years away, and their face, just everything, it's Gaussian blur.
They
Everything
come back,
softens.
yeah.
They've been wonged. Like, everything just really hits. She's actually much harder than when she was, her face was so severe. And I'm not crazy about that. But listen, different strokes for different folks. Some
She's
things are
still
not meant for you.
about.
Yeah.
And Crystal?
10. Absolute heaven. Although the outfit was quite shit, I don't care.
Well, I think she's like letting, it was kind of like, I'm in black with gold accents. So not everything, if the face and hair is the event.
She just consecutively basically always does exactly the same look. It's always like a full-length bodysuit with something. And it's quite, but she was always quite plain, wasn't she? Like, we were always like, she's not a fashion girly, but yeah.
I'd go 669.
6? You'd go the same for the Viv as you would for Lawrence? Okay, well.
I didn't
respect
quite
your
like
opinion.
the beat of either of them.
No, okay.
And now let's run through the girlies.
Yes.
First up, Just May with a
10.
lovely Florencia updo.
10.
10.
Like, just also as well, just like love to see her. We don't often see Just May just sort of in like royal regalia. And
No.
I love to see that bitch.
She's meant to be coming in next week.
Yeah.
Starlet giving Cinderella such beauty, such cunt behaviour to bring a skirt that big.
Absolutely outrageous. And you know as well that when you wear it, it's going to be like, this is going to be the talking point of the whole episode.
Yeah.
It's like, but I can't wait to see what she does. I don't know what her dream was for when because I can't imagine that she's going to be sort of like releasing a bitch track.
I'd like to see her like doing cool shoots with like Cam Hugh and other like she should be doing shit with Violet. Maybe Violet wouldn't let her
The
in, but
divas and the dolls.
all the burly gals just like giving just like pin up gorgeousness. Give us a new
I would
Pussycat
rather
Dolls.
see her with like Cam Hugh, to be honest, like sort of like, because Violet serves cunt, Violet serves like hot sex, and whereas like Cam Hugh is more sort of like elegant princess. I feel like them two would be a better match.
I give her a 9.
I'll give her a 10. That's a 10.
Next up, Copper Top, who
Have we still got? It's a 10.
No, too long. Copper Top has unfollowed us, so I can safely say 5 at a push.
Let's keep it pushing.
Sminty Drop, who captioned this? Bride of Frankenstein. I don't see it. But
I don't see it, but I love it.
Truffles.
Can't wait to see you back on the screen, girlie.
LaFille serving Simone's Meet the Queen's hair. Interesting. 6 truffles.
Say that again.
LaFille
serving
Simone's Meet the Queen's hair.
Yes. Which was, I mean, a problematic narrative anyway, because that hair was made by Gigi Good, and then everyone was like, I don't think a white bitch should be making that hair, but get your money, whatever.
Well, I think if her black friend Simone is saying, please great hairstylist, will you make this for me to showcase how cool black hair is? I think
if you did it for free, maybe, but like
sure
if
she
you're,
did.
I hope
They're, like,
so.
in
If
the
you're
family.
profiting off something that's so entrenched in black culture, it's like it would be like us being like, we do lock wigs now. Do you know what I mean? But very strange for then someone. It would be very strange for anyone else to recreate it.
Well, I think just regardless of.
Did it have the bamboo earrings in it? Didn't
I
it?
think so. We never had like a close up, but it looked like it. Maybe they weren't bamboo. Maybe it was just like gold circles, but
maybe
too close to a winner's iconic look.
Yeah.
IMO. And then we have the birth of Dakota,
Oh my god.
giving Sweet Angel Baby
10.
8 truffles for me, and Pixie Polite serving Violet Beauregard.
Her face is very, very gorgeous. Very soft, very.
I was just very confused by the look, but that's just me. 7.5 I gave.
I'll give it 8.
So then they announced that Danny and Cheddar are the top 2, which is rightly so in my book. But it always feels so unceremonious. Like they make the other 2 walk up there, get all dolled up just to turn around and walk away. I feel like maybe at another point in the episode, maybe after the interviews or something, they should like cut a couple. So the end bit is just like the top 2.
Yeah, I think that they should do a. After they've done the full critiques and everyone's standing up there, then they should be like, the next 2 going through are blah, blah, and blah, blah, and then be like, then do like a proper goodbye to both of them.
Yeah,
or
they
even
don't
do like
even-
4th place.
Yeah, do they even get like a goodbye line or anything? And then it's onto the lip sync.
Oh.
This is my life.
Which apparently has been done before on not Philippines, on Holland.
I haven't
That
seen any
exact
of the
song,
Hollands.
they've done that. They've apparently just done it as one of the lip syncs on. It was like a sort of gay circuit party dance version of it, but apparently they've just done it.
But they've used I feel like in an All Stars they've used a song that's already been used on
It just
the main
seems a bit
show.
strange to do it for the finale song. That's such a big moment to reuse a song, but maybe they did it on that and then was like, hold up,
Well,
this is
it's
a
Dame Shirley
motherfucking
B.
banger.
She hasn't even had a chance to be on the show yet.
That AB and Ruby Chunky Crystal Crown and Scepter isn't really either of their zhuzh, to be honest. Like when they were like, this will be your crown and scepter, both of them just like sort of like, what the fuck am I going to do with that?
Cash converters.
Oh, 100%. Honey, melt it down. Make a couple of panniers for it. Do you know what I mean?
It kind of reminded me of the Chi Chi Devane lip sync, and I'm telling you, I'm not going. Just that very emotional.
The burst bracelets.
Yeah. Oh.
It was absolute high campery, and let me tell you, Dame Shell herself insta-webbed about it.
Did
you
she?
see?
No.
She did a bloody post about it, just being like, Dr. Cheddar Gorgeous and Danny Beard, so proud of you, love you so much, from the big DSB.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, I know. We'll put a picture of that in the pod.
I thought Cheddar definitely had a much more up her sleeve, like clothing wise, whereas Danny was just serving like a nice straight up lip sync from the heart.
Can I spill a bit of tea for you?
Oh, I wish you would.
I can't remember what I saw it on, so take this all with a pinch of salt, but it was someone. I feel like it was at Roscoe's Tavern or something when they were watching it. Apparently, Dr. Cheddar Gorgeous fell over during the lip sync, and that it's been sort of unsure as to whether they were going to give it a bit of like a Kylie Sonique love. She's fallen over. She's back up. Oh my God. But they actually just edited it out completely. Because they
How
only,
would the viewers, the patrons of Roscoe's know this?
I guess, because it was, from what I can remember, I think it was like one of the UK girls with 2 of the America girls or whatever at,
I
a
thought they had
watch
seen
party.
like a different cut of it.
No, at a watch party. I'm guessing like one of the queens told them. And yeah, they were saying that they were kind of waiting to see how the editors played it off. But then, yeah, they obviously decided that, do you know what? In this final lip sync, we don't want to slip over. Let's just go full. What a fucking tour de force. I thought, first of all, great lip sync song for a finale for both of them. It would have been quite shit. Imagine if they'd got, I'm coming up, so you better, do you know, something
Another Shirley Bassey.
like just something that's like high energy and like not it. This was it.
Yeah.
This was given something to.
I feel like, can you call yourself a winner if you can't very emotionally tackle
Like a Judy
park and
Garland.
bark
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah.
Well,
And this
great
is
was
not
it
just
sitting there, hands clasped, sobbing like a little schoolgirl. Everyone was. All the old queens, not a dry eye in the house.
Yeah, it was good. I loved Danny Beard's intensity though. There was something about the way that Danny Beard was selling that to me that straight away I was like, the physical dexterity. Yes, I'm here. And can you believe as well, neither of them have ever lip synced. So this really could have gone either way. It could have been quite shit.
Luckily, though, we've seen a bit of their performances in the musical and the Glastonbury.
Yeah. Now, I've written down Tia Coffee. I can't tell you for the life of me. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, my God. Tia Coffee posted a photo saying, this is, you know, they were all in the drag competition, like Miss Drag 2004 or whatever. They were like, now the top 4 of that year have all been on Drag Race, and then posted this photo. I'm going to show you. We're going to have a live. You're looking at Miss Tia Coffee, Miss Pixie Polite, Miss Danny Beard, and Miss Something Wong.
Pixie looks... Is that Davina at the bottom that's been cropped hair?
Mabes.
Pixie looks like she works like a brickie or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's a brick house. She looks quite terrifying, to be honest. Very into it. It's all very Halloween, first time in drag. Let's not even talk about the iced gem that is Miss Tia Coffee.
Can you send me that now so I remember to put it up
absolutely.
on the pod?
And Miss Danny Beard, who's just looking like an absolute gorgeous, like no wig, just like white little face. Oh, girls, you're going to love this. But our winner is, drumroll please, it's Miss Danny Beard, and I couldn't be happier.
So deserving. Lovely cut to Just May as well. Did you see? Lovely full face.
I really thought that she's just been a tour de force in this competition, and
can I say,
yeah,
the other week you said you want Danny Beard to win, always have, always will, and then our good friend Maggie would like to point out that you were actually Team Black Pepper Rep 1. So
really, at one point I was okay. I feel like earlier on, so Maggie fact checking me from home. She's like, this lying gay faggot. I feel like I was like, I would love Black Pepper to win, knowing that probably wasn't going to happen.
Well, episode 1,
yeah,
Black Pepper just gave us Blobby and killed it.
Were you Smints or Starlet from the beginning?
Not Starlet, probably.
No.
I can't actually remember. I'll ask Maggie.
But what? Yeah, our independent fact checker, Miss Maggie Wild. Shout out to our birthday babe. Should we talk La Rose Lathorne?
Let's do
La
it.
Rose Lathorne. Miss La Bomba. La Bomba. What was your rose? What was your
Spaghetti
thorn?
and meatballs. My rose was the Danny Beard win.
Yeah.
And my thorn was, it's another white win for the UK. We are starting to look like the Hall of Winners in All Stars before they had to let Monet.
Yeah, it's looking a bit
share.
Proud Boys up there, isn't it? Yeah.
Proud Boys.
My rose was love to see that the girls get to bring out the finale glam now on the runway, because they didn't always do that. And that's very nice now, because it's like, I've paid good motherfucking coin for this. Yeah. The world will see it. And then secondary was mine. Did you see the photo of Black Pepper in the Richard Quinn that she wore to the listening party? Don't you worry, I've got a photo if you haven't.
Well, don't show me. I'll wait till I see it on the
It was
Instagram.
like one of, if not my favourite ever looks I've ever seen a
Your
UK
rose
queen
from the
in.
episode can't be what someone was wearing to.
Can I just show you the photo? Because it's so
you
good.
Can, but I'm not accepting it as your rose.
Okay. No, I gave you my rose. Like, oh my.
Yeah.
She looks incredible. She looks like a fucking alien.
I mean, I don't know much about fashion, but no neck isn't really a look I'd want to go for.
Oh my God, I die for this. I love it so much. But my rose, as previously stated, is that the girls get to bring out their finale glam on the runway. And my thorn is, sue me, I could have had a double crown. I'd have loved it if they double. That would have been a worth it double crown. Because Dr. Cheddar as well, she would make a fantastic win. I'm so happy Danny won.
Has she always been Dr. Cheddar, or has she changed her Instagram since RuPaul called her Dr. Cheddar?
Oh, I don't know. I just presume that she had a doctorate in something.
I don't think
she seems like a fucking smart bitch, you know.
Maybe.
And she's a little older than some of the others, so she's got time to become a doctor.
True,
I think. But then by that rationale, like, why aren't I a doctor?
Although my friend Stella just had a baby, and she was gonna. Should I be saying this? I don't know. She was going to do a home birth, but she had to end up going to have a C-section in hospital. Yeah. And she was like, it's literally, you know, like how in TV when they'd be like, this doctor's too young, he can't operate on me. She was like, oh my God, like the doctors are so fucking young. Are they going to be able to manage this? Or we better than Extraction. But they did, it was fine. Hello, baby
and I believe,
Sequoia.
Hello Baby Sequoia, which is such a cute name.
Such a cute name.
Baby Sek.
Koya.
Seki, Koya. I mean, or just a litany of fantastic
Yeah.
names at our disposal. How fucking cute. A home birth though.
It was going to do like pool home birth.
Like just swimming around in your own shit. Love
And
it.
Anita's mum Sheila was there being the
doula?
midwife doula.
Oh, that's lovely. It'd be so nice to have someone you know around, especially someone like a proper known for so long.
Like it's actually their job, not just a person you know.
Yeah. It's just such an intimate moment. It must be so strange to just be like, this is Gwen. She's gonna be up your vagina and you're gonna be screaming in her face.
She said she was high as a motherfucker.
Oh, it's almost worth getting pregnant just for that.
It's like why?
Just for the
How are
meds.
we? Why can't we go on the dark web and get some black market epidurals? Imagine us just
have we checked?
back to back, just ramming needles in each other's spines.
Yeah. Hit it again. Yeah. I mean, we could try. Is that the spinal tap?
I guess so.
Epidurals. Love it.
Right.
Girls, tell them.
Canada versus the world.
Yeah.
I'll give you a quick rundown of the first 2 eps. I haven't seen the third one yet.
Has Victoria Scone won a wicket?
Why don't you just listen?
Why don't I just wait? I'll sit on my hands and zip
Oh,
my
you
lip.
now told them that Victoria Scone has a wig off us.
I mean, she's worn us before. It's okay.
Okay, so in case you didn't know, the queens are from Canada. We've got Rita Baga,
Yeah.
Stephanie Prince,
Yeah.
Kendall Jenner, and Miss Isis Couture, who has just literally won season 3. Well, season 4 has happened, but season 4 has happened, but she is a winner. So
Yeah, love that.
the eyebrows were raised. From the UK, we have Vanity Milan and Victoria Scone.
Love them both.
From Down Under, we've got Anita Wiglet. And from the US, we have 3-time seasoned sisters, Silky Nutmeg Ganache and Raja O'Hara.
Love.
Back again together. The girls broke off into groups.
Can I just ask quickly, who would be your top picks from this like sort of beginning stance?
Isis,
I mean, fair.
Raja, and both the UK girls, probably.
Yeah. When was the last time you had your lips done?
When I had my Botox.
They look so gorgeous and full.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, congrats.
Maybe a month and a half ago.
Put a picture up on the pod. Just like you, no makeup, pout.
The girls broke off into groups to do girl band performances of Bonjour Hi. The top 2 queens were Vanity and
Love.
Rita, who lip synced for their legacy. as
Very
we are-
cute. One French, one British queen. Bonjour. Hi.
Oh, very good, yeah. And we're at the UK versus the world was not all-star rules, but this is all-star rules.
Can I have a guesstimation how old we think Rita Baga is?
Are you going to look it up?
I'm going to look it up, but what is your guess? I have no idea.
46.
Yeah, I was going to go 47.
She is pumped, and Isis is pumped.
Really?
Yeah. But she looks like a cartoon drawing of her.
Oh my God. Rita Baga's real name, Jean-François Gouvrement. Wow. Okay,
A lot more attractive all of a sudden.
What?
32.
She's 35.
I don't believe
No,
it.
I don't believe that either.
Is that a wiki page that someone has
that's
edited?
an absolute fucking lie. I'm going to search Rita Baga real age.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
so Rita and Vanity lip sync for their legacy, and Vanity wins. So she's won some fucking money for once.
Thank God.
And it meant she had to choose from the bottom girls, who were Kendall and Stephanie, who was she going to send home. And sadly for Kendall, gender is a construct, and she had to kick it.
But just out of the world of Drag Race, Kendall Jenner has a really, really, really fucking hot trans girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they're just hot sex.
Yeah.
And I think they were together before she transitioned, which
Cute.
is hot.
That just shows you love is love, baby.
Love is love, isn't it?
Next episode, we had the reading challenge, which was a big old bunch of shite.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they need to get rid of it. It's just quite wank at this
And
point.
then we had the Snatch Summit, which was kind of like
A meeting of great minds.
we know when the setup with when they did like the updo political
Yeah.
kind of ish thing. It was like that.
like a summit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then the runway was Celestial Bodies.
Cute.
The tops were Isis Couture as Donatella Versace and Raja O'Hara as Big Frida.
No.
She already knows. The bottoms were Stephanie Prince as Cardi B.
Stephanie Prince is such a shit track name. I just want it to be a bit royal and just something glam. I'll go Stephanie.
And Anita Wiglet as Adele. We had a double mullet winners lip sync to Skater Boy.
Love.
Isis won, and very surprisingly sent home her good sis and seasoned sis, Stephanie Prince. But girl, read the room. The monarchy's dead. You got to bounce.
Yeah. Love it. What a tell me this woman has not got a bright future in presenting on reality TV. Come on.
And I know that, I think it's a ball, the newest episode, and there's a lingerie section, and I know that Victoria has gone out drag kinging as some kind of, what's his name, the one who wins a slashy in Zoolander, model / actor. Fabio. I feel like she's being like a Fabio type character.
Yeah.
But then I saw on one of the Drag Race pages, it's like Victoria Scone, the first person to drag king on the main stage. It's like, did you forget Kylie Sonique's Loves doing Steven Tyler? Get out. If you're not going to have correct facts.
How could I? It drifts through my dreams each night. Did you also see the conversation about the word fishy? I don't know who it was with.
That was with Stephanie
popped up
Prince.
on my Twitter, and the outrage. In fact, I'm going to find the tweet right now. The outrage that it has sent through the community about just like the fucking entitlement of these gay men. That gay guy just being like, actually, like whatever. He like really doubled down on it outside.
Who, Stephanie?
I guess
because at the time, because I thought Victoria did really well. The way she brought it up is like she wasn't being attacky, but she was like standing strong. And then Stephanie was kind of like, oh, I thought it was just kind of like you like reclaim the word after a certain point. Yeah. And then Victoria was like, well, no, because you're basically saying you look so much like a woman, your pussy smells disgusting. So it's like, we don't do that. And then it was kind of, I felt like the vibe in the room after was like, good on you, girl, moving forward. Yeah. We're cool.
She said...
Though quite problematically, I find fishy funny, so...
But you're allowed to. Like, you're allowed... The oppressor is not allowed to make jokes on your behalf, but you're allowed to say whatever you want. I can say whatever I want about gay people. I'm allowed to. She said, do you know that fish is a banned word in the UK franchise of Drag Race, right? She said cast are categorically not allowed to say it.
Wait, who's saying this?
Victoria Scone on Twitter. It was said in season 3, it wasn't aired, that someone said it. She said so much so that they changed Rue's own song in the finale of season 4 to Flashy rather than Fishy.
Well, in what song?
I guess Call Me Mother. Fishy, feminine, up and comer.
Yeah.
Flashy, feminine, up and comer. The BBC recognised that their words hold meaning and
that's
that it's
really,
offensive.
I'm surprised that they changed that.
And if you have a problem with gatekeeping this language, then fuck you. And yeah, just like so shit. And then she also put, take note of the open, blatant misogyny in the replies, comments, public posts. It's always been now. Now they're just having something mainstream enough to say it out loud. Are you surprised? Because I am not. And it's just like the tactic. I saw, first of all, when it went into her interview, I haven't seen this. I've only seen like the sort of like clips that were on social media.
It's
but
literally
just like
when if you watch episode 2, it's right at the beginning because it's when they come off stage after Jen Kendall's elimination.
Yeah. And people, for example, people commenting on it, who the fuck is Huey Morn? I don't know. This person has got 40, some big booty Irish boy who makes fun TV, 49.2k followers. Why? How is this offensive? Unwashed genitals do have that smell. Wash them and you have nothing to worry about. Sick of the shit you can't say these days. This is the sort of thing that people say to when someone's just like, first of all, like, this doesn't even belong to you. Are not fishy, yeah, is from the drag community. Like, who is Huey Morn? Like, you're not part of the drag community, so like, don't worry about it anyway. Like, you've already taken a dip into a community that like you don't have any fucking leverage or like parlance. It's so ridiculous. And that they're the ones fighting, being like, no, we should really be able to call you whatever we want. Yeah. It's like, shut up, bitch.
And it's like, so, and then like, what's like being clean got to do with it as well? Like, why you sort of... we refer to like really good drag queens as like, yes, serving Emmental.
When black queers create a whole cultural lexicon, then it's stolen, and then a white person tells them they can't use it. Is it possible to understand why some might be sensitive? It takes longer for us oldies to change sometimes. Love. It's like...
No.
Are they saying that fishy comes from black cultural lexicon?
I guess so.
I refuse to believe that anyone apart from gay white men came up with fishy. I'm sorry. No, absolutely not. You're not being oppressed because someone says fish. There are words that actually cause conflict, words that have a deep-rooted history in violence and cruelty, words people have died over. This is so trivial. Grow up.
How can someone who's never been called this wouldn't have the properties to be offended by it? Like, how could you? Like, why are you chiming up?
It's insane, isn't it? But if there's one thing the gays gonna do, it's piss you off.
Yeah.
Be absolutely insufferable. Have you got anything else to say about the any drag races that are on?
No, I was half coming up with a slightly offensive joke. But
Oh, go on. Finish it on a high. If it's about the gays.
something
come
about what do you call a pile of sticks on fire? Because that's why they're called.
Faggots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what they called the pile of sticks they burned them on. I don't know. It's lost now, but
It's lost now, but I know it had some zing. I just know it. So this is, unfortunately, our finale episode of Cliffhangers Season 5 as well. And let us tell you that the cast of Season 6 has been cast. And already...
5.
Is it 5? Was this 4?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. The cast of Season 5 has already been cast, and
Yep.
we've already had orders come through. So that's exciting and terrifying and horrible. So isn't that absolutely fucking mental that there will be next year at this time we'll be crowning a new winner out of them girls.
That's the way
It
cyclical
truly-
things go.
It does. It's the way annual things turn up. But thanks for joining us for Season 5, as once again it's been an absolute pleasure. What do you want to say, Luke? What's your final thoughts?
I'd like to carry on and just do like what we've seen on the internet / what we've been watching.
Cultural musings, if you will.
But now I'm going to get that 6 hours of every weekend back. That seems mad. But then I suppose if it's just, maybe we'll come back to you with
Monthly.
What's that word that they teach us in Clueless? Sporadic episodes about stuff.
What's going on in the world?
Other franchises, other gay shit,
Yeah.
things I'm livid about.
Yeah, the female gays, the male gays, the gays. Okay, right, love you. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, as well, our Spotify Wrapped. This podcast is listened to in over 20 countries. Isn't that fucking mental?
It is.
Couldn't even name 20 countries.
I wish we knew more about Spotify because we
Yeah.
can't see the reviewers, but it did also tell me that we are 50 people's in their top 10 podcasts,
Yeah.
and there are 5 people that we're in their top 3 podcasts.
If you are... No, top podcast. It was their
it?
number 1 podcast.
Oh,
yeah,
there you go
yeah.
then.
If you are one of them 5 and we are your number 1 podcast, like drop us a message, drop us an email, girlies. We need to link with you, and maybe we'll just do some Zoom sessions.
we could send you like a signed Truffle Pig sticker.
Some merch. We'll send you some merch. And also, we are up a third of listeners from last year as well. That's a third more than last
From
year.
3 to 9. Can you believe
Yeah,
it?
Absolutely insane. So just love you, babes. And I guess we'll see you real soon. Shout out to all the girlies. Shout out to all the great reviews. Just love you.
All right, bye.
Bye. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.